Dissection of a Earthworm by AJ, Josh, and Surya. Common name for an earthworm is obviously an earthworm, and the scientific name of an earthworm is the Lumbricus terrestrial, which is basically worm of the earth. The kingdom of an earthworm is obviously Animalia. The phylum of an earthworm is Annelida. And the class of an earthworm is the Clitellata. There are 3 reasons why earthworms live in the ground. The first reason is because of the moisture retained in the soil. It is very easy for earthworms to live in these high moisture places because it prevents them from drying out and dying. If they were to live on the surface, then they would easily be dried out. The second reason is the food. Food which they obtain by eating the soil and digesting the organic material is very important. Earthworms are decomposers, so they eat the organic material and then give it back to the soil. The third and last reason is for protection. Earthworms live in the soil because they can protect themselves from predators such as birds. There are tiny holes inside the soil for the earthworms to breathe and get a little bit of sunshine. Earthworms are very important to ecology because they are decomposers, which means that they return nutrients back into the soil. Three adaptations that the worm has is 1. They have 5 hearts. The reason they have 5 hearts is because a worm's blood has to travel a long way all around its skinny body, so it has 5 hearts in a row along the main blood vessel, and each heart squeezes and expands, pushing the blood along. The second adaptation is segmentation. Segmentation helps the worm move. The last adaptation is that many earthworms secrete a mucus that helps them move more easily around the soil. The first part of the worm is the anterior end, which is the front end of the worm. Posterior end is where the anus is and where the earthworm excretes the waste. Next important part is called the clitellum. This is the tapish part of the worm. This is very important because it secretes the mucus to let the worm easily go through the soil. The segments are the lines you see on the worm, so they're basically everywhere. These also help go through the soil. Take a closer look, shall we? The next important part is the pharynx. The pharynx is located right near the mouth. That's the mouth. And this is the pharynx. The pharynx pumps food and soil into the esophagus. The esophagus is right here. The esophagus is the tube that leads the food to the crop, which will be later explained in the video. Next important piece are the hearts. These are the hearts, also referred to as the ring vessels. They're called ring vessels because they band around the pharynx. They help pump blood between blood vessels. Next important part is the crop. The crop stores food. After that comes the gizzard. The gizzard grinds the food. Lastly comes the intestine. This transports nutrients and soil through the digestive system.